Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. Yes, it's me once again, April Love, here in Boston. It's a beautiful, mild day. I gotta say, it's about 70 degrees. Let me check. Yeah, according to my phone, it's about 75 degrees Fahrenheit. For those of you who are not in the United States, yeah, we like to be different. Oh well. Anyway, I do hope you're having a blessed time wherever you are, finding reasons to smile, to laugh, to appreciate life, appreciate those in your life, and even appreciate the ups and downs of life, because even the negative, can sometimes lead to positive. If you saw my video in the beginning of the week, on Tuesday afternoon, yes, I was very, very upset. You could imagine why. I'm being told I can't be with the love of my life wherever I want to be. Yes, I'm working with Zukul, and that particular part of my life is going extremely well for me, my husband, my mother-in-law, my two brothers. We're all in Zukul together in ZukulAdNetwork, and it's a beautiful thing. And I am so gun-ho on this. And again, I'll leave links up below, or wherever you watch this, there'll be links so you can check out Zukul and ZukulAdNetwork. And yeah, I mean, I get a lot of support from the people from Zukul. We are a one-link family. Supporting one another, keeping each other going, supporting each other, when we do share things from our personal life. And, even though I was upset the other day, if you listened to me, you heard that I said I wasn't giving up. And that's what, the owner of Zukul, Jeremy Rush, has been doing with what he's doing. He's said multiple times about, he started out as a plumber and being dyslexic, and and he's tried online businesses before, and people and decided he got sick of being scammed himself and out seeing other people get scammed, so he started his own business. And he's very transparent. He's even shared personal things about, as an example, him and his wife are trying to have a baby with artificial insemination, and or vitro. I think it was vitro they're doing. And even he had, not the news that he wanted today. He found out that the vitro didn't take, and of course you can imagine his wife is very upset. He's probably, he's feeling a little down about it, but he also said, they're gonna try again. And the same thing with me and my husband. We have to deal with immigration, and we know immigration is doing, they have a job to do to weed out people that are just trying to come to the United States, for papers. They don't know what their real intention is, and they gotta fish that out, and sometimes they get it wrong. They're human, right? So I don't want to focus on the negative. Yeah, it's been 4 years. By the way, I'm here eating my lunch. Today it's curry chicken with a little brown rice and quinoa, some mixed veggies in there. This is what I made the other night. I made some homemade curry chicken. It came out pretty good. So this is going to be one of two meals that I'll have, the next couple of days for work, as I'm, again, trying to eat healthy and trying to avoid spending money on takeout. But, you guys know I also listen to Abraham Hicks, and I'm going to add a link as well of hers that, I love when I'm trying to get myself refocused or try to stay positive, or, whatever's going on in my life, something pops up that, it's what I needed to hear, and kind of, helps me to calm down and helps me to, keep hope and keep faith. People think that I'm crazy for wanting to keep hope that my husband can come. People might judge me or my husband for what we do or don't do, but really what they think really doesn't matter. What matters is what I hold in my heart, what I believe to be true, and what I believe can happen. I've never been one to go with the grain, I usually go against the grain. People think I'm crazy. And yes, a lot of times I let that get the best of me. At the moment, I honestly don't know what to do when it comes to trying to get my husband here. But from watching Abraham Hicks and what the video that I watched the other day, and I've actually watched it about 3 other times I watched it twice today already. I've already put my desire out there in the universe, and that, I want my husband here. And of course, and obviously I've done it with my finances too. I want a better financial life for me and my family. And I've been blessed to only have to go through 2 different companies to feel like I finally I'm on my way to that financial freedom. Now with my husband, granted, some of it's out of our control. What immigration does that's out of our control. We can only present what we have, and if it's not good enough, then we have to find a way to make it good enough. We don't honestly know what to do to give immigration what they need to see that our marriage is real, that we love each other, that we truly want to have a life together. And I know people have asked, why don't you just go to Morocco and live there? If you've seen my other vlogs, again, I help to take care of my mother. She's legally blind, partially deaf. She can't work. So, granted, I have 2 brothers that help out as well, but, I have to be here for my mother. And my husband understands that, and he wants to be here for my mother. And his mother's here as well. He wants to be be close to his parents, and his parents come back and forth from Morocco all the time. And his sister lives here as well. But, yeah. I just gotta keep I gotta stay in those feel-good feelings. And, pay attention to the vibration, like Abraham Hicks says. It's worked so far as my finances. I feel like I really am. Again, I've won the lottery. I'm just waiting for the check to clear. Now, simultaneously, I'm trying to figure out how to, do that with my husband. And I know I need to stay positive. See the good things that I want for our life, and see it as if it's already happened, and see great things are coming, and they are coming, and they've already started. I've said it before, I have a loving, devoted, you have no idea what my husband's given up, to support me in his own ways, in his own right. And he's coming. I know he's coming. We're going to get that visa. We're going to start our life. It's 4 years. Anyone at this point would have given up. I'm trying not to cry because I don't want to go to that negative road. I appreciate the contrast of the situation, and I know what the situation is right now. But what I got in my heart, what I got up here, what I feel when I picture and imagine my husband having lunch with me here, it's one of the most beautiful feelings I could ever think to have. and you heard me talk about my cousin and her fiance, my friend Mohammed. I mean, that triggers good feelings about me and my husband as well. So I'm constantly looking for those feel good moments to keep the momentum going for the things that I want, the things that I desire, and what's truly important for me. And I want you to do the same thing. I know sometimes life can get the best of you. You're trying to go for a certain job. You're trying to get that perfect relationship. You're trying to have a baby. You're trying to, whatever it is, you can't give up. And you can't listen to other people's negativity. You have enough of that going on in your own head. And you have to try to find a way to balance that and find a way that you can see the negativity for what it is, but know in your heart and expect that things are always going to work out for you. Like my cousin, I know this is going on really long, but if you're still listening, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment below. But, even with my cousin, she's panicked about how she going to come up with the money for immigration fees, how she going to do this, because, like many, and like myself, we struggle, dollar to dollar, not paycheck to paycheck. We struggle dollar to dollar. But I told her, I said, look at what you've accomplished in this past year. Everything always ends up working out for you in one way or another. You managed to find the money to go to Egypt. You managed to find the money to take care of other things that you've had over the past year that, like you said you didn't have the money, but somehow the money showed up. So take it for what it is. It's God's grace, the universe listening to you, or, it was meant to happen. And and the same thing with me, when I start saying, I don't have the money, I have to stop and go, you didn't have the money when you said you needed it, but it showed up. Because you had the desire inside, and I knew that I knew deep down things would be okay. And I still feel like that about my husband. Yeah, I have my doubts too, even when I talk, but I have to. I know it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And again, it can happen for you. It might not happen exactly when you want it to happen. It might take 4 years. It might take 10 years before what you truly want is going to happen. But you can't stop believing. You can't stop. You can't sit there and focus on it didn't happen, it's not happening, because that's going to keep it from happening. But you have to believe that it's going to happen. Focus on the good feelings for when it does, what does it feel like for, if it did happen, when it does happen. And just look for the positives in your life that are happening now and what's going to make you feel good enough to, to just live your life. And everything's working out for me. And believe that really is happening, and it will. Anyway, this is a lot longer than I planned. Sorry for talking for so long. I can go on forever. Anyway, I'm going to end it. If you've watched this far, again, give it a thumbs up down below. Leave a comment. Tell me a little bit about what you're going through and how you cope with it and how you get through it and how you keep positive in this. Anyway, I'm going to get to my lunch, get back to work. Till next time, like, love, share, and inspire. Much love.